Hey Canucks fans, I hope you're well. As many of you are aware, I did not watch the Canucks versus Blues game. We were celebrating my daughter Kayla's sweet 16th birthday. Yes, she turned 16 back in December, but we celebrated last night. So we were too busy planning and executing the party. So all I know is that St. Louis beat Vancouver 2-1. I don't even know who scored goals, who had assists. I don't know who played well. I don't know who controlled the play. So what you're going to see now, yes, I'm going to break down the goals, only 3 of them, I guess, but we'll see whatever highlights the NHL has put together for this game. And this is my honest and truthful first reaction to these highlights, almost a reaction video along with a breakdown video as I see these highlights for the very first time. First period. I do know we score first. So I see our amazing third line of Garland, Blueger, and Joshua. So Joshua behind the net. So he draws 2 defensemen, it looks like. Gets it over to Blueger. And Blueger, oh, look at Garland finding that nice little soft spot in the middle. Oh, right in the, basically, just outside of the box. All 5 Blues have collapsed here. But it's amazing. Despite all 5 Blues being down here, I see a massive open spot. I see Garland ready to rip it. Yes, wow. A nice one-timer. Kind of like a half slapper that gets past Binnington. Yeah, so forgive me, I don't know a lot of the St. Louis players' names. Whoops, and I just started the whole video again. I don't know a lot of the St. Louis players' names off, numbers off top of my head. So we're just gonna kind of have to go with it. At least I know the Canucks players. So here we go. It looks like Garland starts the play, finds, misses Blueger, but finds Joshua. And again, you see it right here really nicely how Joshua drew both of these defenders. And then I guess that's Blueger, no, that's Garland here. So Garland is likely going to see how open the middle of the ice is. Yeah, Blueger, oh, look at this. I'm not sure why the Blues are doing this. Why are 3 Blues guys looking at Blueger? And then, yeah, this guy, I think, he's probably one of the forwards, should be a little bit higher, being aware that Garland is here, seeing that he's got at least 2 of his teammates with eyes on Blueger. Yes, and there we go, a nice shot, nice slap shot from Garland. Nice to see him rewarded, and there we go. Okay, so this looks really early in the first period, I guess 2 minutes in, and the Canucks off to a good start. You know they're going to extend these highlight packages because there's only 3 goals to show, so that's the 4th replay. Okay, so I see Demko giving it to Myers. I see Myers. Oh, nice pass. So that was Suter, who I know played on the second line today, to Miller. And I don't know what's going to happen here, but I kind of see that Besser is wide open with a wide open net. So let's see what happens here. Okay. Good save by Binnington. I guess the pass wasn't as hard as it could have been. No problem. So we're still in the first period. It looks like a Blues highlight now. What's that guy's name? Neighbors? His name is Neighbors? Like, what's his first name? Hope to be your neighbor. So a nice save by Demko. Okay, that didn't look too dangerous. Again, they're going to have to show a lot of highlights, actually, that wouldn't be highlights normally. Oh, that was a good pass. Good, I mean, a good blocker save by Demko, and he gets across to make the next save. So Demko looks solid. I do know that he's going to let in 2 goals today, but let's see what happens. Still in the first period. Some circling. We got Hughes. Oh, okay. Maybe a little bit too much. Neighbors again. This Neighbors guy is good. Okay, so Demko held his post. Not a lot of danger there. Still in the first period. Surprised it's not Neighbors. So we got Joshua. A good... Oh, wow. I really like that play by Joshua. Gaining the line and fighting off the St. Louis defender. And we don't have a lot of guys with Joshua's size, so I really like what he did there. And Garland, okay, an outside shot and a blocker saved by Binnington, so not too dangerous. Second period, so 1-0 Canucks. This is early. What happens here? So Suter, nice backhand pass to Miller. Miller back to Suter. Oh, Binnington likes his blocker. I think they should shoot more to his glove side. Shen to Saad. Oh, Saad kind of goes around Cole. Well, that was a nice pass. That was a nice save by Demko. Cole did not look great there as I watched this. Oh, it went off Cole's stick. So Cole basically passed it to Saad. That makes me Saad. And a nice save by Demko. Oh, barely got it. I like it. I like it. Buchnevich. Thomas. Oh, to Parenko. Okay, let's see what happens there. I got to watch that again. I didn't know that was going to be a goal. So this is what I see on my first viewing. Or my second viewing now. Okay, there it doesn't look dangerous. I know, is this Juleson? I know Juleson is kind of manning this guy, but really it's a one-on-one situation. So how does this break down so quickly? Okay, now this still looks okay. It's 3-on-4. Well, the Canucks almost trying to make a straight line here. Okay, now the Canucks are making a straight line this way. I don't know how that happened so quickly. And then Thomas gets it across to Buchnevich. So that is actually Joshua that was probably playing too far in, especially as the left winger. Yeah, here's Garland playing his right side and there's Bluger in the middle. So maybe I guess that's Joshua's guy. Yeah, and Pareko off of the post. That's a really good shot, actually. But yeah, I didn't like how the Canucks were bunched up twice in first a horizontal line and then a vertical line there on that St. Louis goal. Let's see if we can see it better on the replay here. Yeah, so again, this doesn't look that dangerous to me. But there's the horizontal line I was talking about. The 4 Canucks that way. And then they somehow become, okay, I guess the angle, it looked more like a vertical line, but no, you can see. But really what I see there is Joshua losing his man. Yeah, now I see what happens. Garland is actually over there, but then Garland goes to cover his side, the right wing. And then in doing so, kind of like how all the Blues were kind of bunched up on the Canucks goal by Garland. Look how all 5 Canucks are right here, and look how much open space. So a lot of goals for and against are scored on mistakes, defensive coverage or lack thereof, and we see it right here. Yeah, and then that's a lot of time and a lot of space. And I find Demko, yeah, he's cutting down the angle, but I find that he's quite, he seems quite wide here. But it was a great shot, post and in far side. Yeah, actually, when I look at that, maybe Demko wasn't that far. It was just maybe just the way his leg was sticking out. So that's fair. Not going to blame Demko there. That's a really, really good shot. We're 2-2. Got Miller. Uh-oh. Buchnevich gets past Hughes. Oh, off the post. And it sounds like looks like a hook or a high stick. Right, I will probably, for the sake of time, I probably won't slow it down until it's a goal. Oh, that was a nice play by Demko. That was a nice play off Nathan Walker. Had a really good shot. But that was a Demko. So oh, what happened there? Bluger with a nice play there, actually, but couldn't get past the goalie. Actually, I got to see that again because I think he was surprised how open he is. Like, that's pretty open because Krug is so far along the boards, but didn't have a lot of time. So backhand, forehand, backhand. Oh, it looked like there was some space between Bennington's legs there. Okay, so 1-1 going in the third. So obviously, the only goal is a St. Louis goal. This feels like a goal, the way they start. Kyrou. Okay, that was a really nice play, actually. Which line is this? That was a really nice play. So Thomas to Kyrou. And, you know, right there, again, you see all 5 Canucks in the screen and only 3 Blues. So this doesn't look like a dangerous play here. So what happens? Where's the breakdown? So Hronik is there. So these 2 Canucks are covering those 2 Blues. You have 3 Canucks here against these 2 Blues here. So this is our 4th line. Oh, they're Swedish guys. I see Oman. I see Höglander. I see Carlson. I see 2 guys following this 1 Blue. Yeah, okay. So the way that, and they're maybe a fourth line for a reason. They're not bad, but they're not as good as the other three lines. So Oman has this guy up here. Who is that guy? 89. Oh, that's Buchnevich. So Oman kind of gets lost here. Or maybe, yeah, with the two Canucks defenders playing the two Canucks, the two Blues guys, even though that's Krug. So that's a defenseman up here. Obviously, there's a breakdown here where, again, third goal where you see a lot of open space. And I don't know if that's Höglander should be here as a left winger or a winger. I'm not sure. Basically, one of Karlsson, Höglander should be here, or Oman should be here, but someone should be there. Yeah, and then gets to Thomas, and Thomas isn't going to miss from right there. Whoa, what a nice shot, bar down. So the two goals that St. Louis scored, they both went off metal. The first one went off the post. This one goes off the crossbar. So, yeah, I look at that. You can't really blame Demko for either of those goals. Kyrou, Buchnevich. Yeah, that's a really nice shot. That's a really nice shot. Yeah, so tough shift for the fourth line there. And yeah. And that's the end of the game. Okay. So what's really fascinating about these three goals then is they weren't exactly the same, obviously. But what you did see was all three goals, the Vancouver Canucks goal and the two St. Louis goals, defensive breakdowns, which usually happen, but a lot of open ice, just breakdowns in coverage. And I know I'm going to go listen to Rick Tocchet after I record this. I presume he's going to say that he didn't like the breakdowns, I didn't like the coverage, and they're going to have to work on that. But yeah, a low-scoring game. I don't know the flow of the game. I don't know if the Canucks had a lot of chances that were stymied. I see the shots as 32-26 St. Louis, so that doesn't necessarily mean that St. Louis carried the play, but I'll have to go watch some highlights and listen to some post-game media. But those were my initial reactions. So it looked, 2-1 sounds to me like a tough game, a tight game, and Garland's goal was because of an overload of St. Louis players in the middle and leaving Garland to sneak in. And then the two St. Louis goals, one of them, was either, I think it was Dakota Joshua, kind of overloading one side, the Canucks overloading the right. And then we had the goal scorer, Buchnevich, coming in on Denko's left, on Buchnevich's right. And then for the game-winning goal, you also see a bit of miscommunication among the fourth line forward. So there's a bit of a breakdown, and sorry that wasn't as polished as I wanted it to be, but admittedly, it was the first time seeing those highlights, so you kind of saw what I saw for the first time, hopefully seeing the plays through my eyes. Shout out to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Perform, Transform, Personal Training, Weight Loss. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Bovelander, legendary Andrew Chang, the Hall of Fame franchise members, as well for your support. And thanks to all of you for subscribing, for liking, and for watching this video. So on your way out, make sure you hit subscribe, make sure you hit the like button. You can leave a donation, you can become a member, or you can upgrade your own membership, and leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this breakdown. And now you can tell me, so I don't have to watch the whole 2.5 hour game. You can tell me what you liked and what you didn't like, and one other thing about this 2-1 loss of the Canucks to the St. Louis Blues. I will record a different vlog about Quinn Hughes making the All-Star team and ways that we can vote more Canucks players into the All-Star game. But for now, thank you for watching, and I hope that you stay safe, you stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. God bless, and go Canucks go.